Top of the morning to you and welcome to the Artasy Draft First Steps tutorial, part 3. In this video we will learn how to import assets, have a first look at the flow editor and talk about the concept of nesting. Let's start with importing a couple of images we have prepared for the project. In Artasy they are called assets. Assets can be images, videos, sounds, documents or other types of files. Basically everything we like to connect to our project in any way. I start by creating additional folders. This can be done via the toolbar or with a right click. Usually the options you get in the toolbar are similar to the right mouse click menu. It is good to think of some way to structure your project. Especially if it gets bigger and bigger, it helps to not lose track of stuff. Next, I choose Import Assets and select the images I want. Great, these are now ready to be used in Artasy. Now it is time to start working in Artasy's flow editor. I already spent some time thinking about the structure of the game. The first part of the game, the introduction so to speak, consists of 2 missions, each of which will be introduced via dialogue. It is good to already have a broad concept in mind when starting a project in Artasy. Of course you can extend and manipulate the flow and other elements as you go, but it will greatly ease your efforts if you come prepared. It is not possible, as an example, to change the type of a flow element after creation, so having a broad idea what types of elements are needed might save you some troubles later. On the top level we will just create a flow fragment as a container, which will include the entire game story. If at a later stage we need some other elements, for example to describe a menu structure for the game, we can just add them here. We create objects in the flow by using the right-click context menu or by simply dragging the desired object type from the toolbar. Here we can see that the toolbar is context sensitive. It shows different options now than before when creating the assets. The newly created node, this is what these objects in the flow are called, is visible in the content area and in the hierarchy view of the navigator. Clicking return or choosing submerge from the toolbar lets us enter the flow fragment. We descend one layer deeper into the structure. This nesting approach is a very valuable tool in keeping your project organized and makes it easy to maintain a clear structure. On this level, we will depict the path through the game. So we will create 2 dialogues and 2 flow fragments for the 2 missions and the lead up to them. I name my nodes by double-clicking and connect them by dragging a connector between output and input pins. We have just created a foundation for our project. This will be all for this video. In the next part, we will create our main player character and the NPCs needed for the first mission. Until then, have a good time and take care.